You may have heard the term permanent atoms. Well, this information is taken from Joshua David Stone's book, A Beginner's Guide to the Path of Ascension. And this is what he says on the topic. There are, within each of the 4 lower bodies, that which is known as the permanent atoms. These minute recording structures bear the imprint of our lives throughout all our incarnations. Upon our transition to the inner worlds, these atoms are held in a sort of stasis and are called forth in the building process of our own 4 lower bodies when we next incarnate. They are therefore not a means by which a cruel and callous God judges us. Rather, they are a means by which we are each afforded the God-given right and even power to access our own growth patterns, as well as alter them. In this way, we may produce both cause and effect ever more representative of the God which we all are. When someone crosses over to the inner planes, we find ourselves on a world most attuned and harmonious to the basic core structure of the lives outpictured upon the earth. This is due, in great part, to the effect of the permanent atoms. Since these atoms are not destroyed, but are the foundation upon which we build our future incarnations, it makes sense that both the permanent atoms of the astral and mental vehicles will likewise carry us into the appropriate astral and mental realms of divine resonance between incarnations. If we find ourselves upon an astral realm which we feel we have outgrown, we should rest assured that there is something within the permanent atoms of this plane that needs to find resolution. We will quickly move beyond this phase as long as we remain open to the lessons that we are intended to learn. This is equally true upon the physical plane, although things move a little slower here. The more quickly we are willing to learn, the swifter we will move beyond the needed lessons and begin to function at a higher level. Almost all serious students of the occult, whether or not they are familiar with this particular jargon, will find themselves on the higher levels of the astral or mental realms. The permanent atoms are our recording devices, which bear the records of our intent, motivations, and actions, and not the particular jargon or language we use to express this. If, however, a seemingly unexplained lesson comes our way, the best way to deal with it is by our greater understanding of the law of karma, as surrendering to the needed lesson and a willingness to make the necessary adjustments as quickly as possible to free ourselves to move beyond them. In psychology, this is called acceptance. In Buddhism, it is called non-resistance. In Hinduism, Sai Baba has referred to this as an attitude of welcoming adversity. This helps tremendously in experiencing any lesson by letting go of attachment and surrendering to the process of God. I then proceed to ask God and the Masters for their divine help and grace to move as quickly as possible through the needed lesson, so that nothing less than the purest energy of God is manifesting within my life. Know that no matter what you are dealing with, if you take but 1 step toward God and the Masters, they will take 10 steps towards you. It is important to understand, beloved readers, that you can request that God and the Masters speed up the processing of your karma. On the other side of the coin, you can also make a similar request to slow it down if you are feeling overwhelmed by the lessons of life. Please bear this in mind, for God and the Masters work with you in a co-creative partnership.